You're listening to the Friends After 40 podcast, where every episode feels like a conversation on your couch with close friends. So grab your coffee or your cocktail and come hang out with us. Welcome back, friends.
Hi.
Welcome back.
Hi.
Hello.
First and foremost, before we get started, listener, viewer, if you're listening to us, one, thanks for listening to us. If you want to see what we look like and watch a full episode, you can find us at YouTube. All of our handles are at Friends After 40 pod. So on all of our handles. If you're watching us right now and you want to listen in the car, head over to Apple, head over to Spotify, iHeartRadio, all the favorite platforms. You'll find us wherever you listen to your podcast. So thank you again. We appreciate you.
What if they want this lovely t-shirts?
Merchandise.
Merch
store is officially open. It's been open for a little bit now, so head on over to friendsafter40.net, friendsafter40.net. You can check out on our website. Our merch site is there. It'll send you over to Etsy, but that's the easiest way to find us. We got a few things for you that you might find fun.
Yeah. That was incredible, I have to say. You did that, like, it would probably take me 20 takes. This is like, we could have been recording live. Like, you spit that out. I was very impressed. I was like, oh, snap.
Thank you.
Yo,
I've had a bit of training there.
A bit.
Yeah, you get your flowers.
Okay.
I'm gonna give you your
your
flowers.
flowers.
I appreciate that.
My mom
Give me
loves
your
that
flowers.
phrase.
Flowers.
The flowers.
Is that a good segue into what we're talking about?
I think
phrases?
so. I think
That's a great freaking segue. Phenomenal segue. Gosh, I wish I said it first.
Oh, you can't have them all.
I know, but that's why I get the intros. I'm not that good on my feet otherwise. But so yeah, we're talking. You mentioned flowers, right? So the topic of today's episode is backhanded compliments. So what's a funny backhanded compliment that you may have received?
Well, I have a story really quick, right? I had just got my hair cut. It was winter, and I had like some red in it, like some red highlights or whatever, and I wore it curly. And so I get, oh my God, you look like Annie. And I said, not what I was going for, right? And I was like, what kind of BS is that? I was like, if everybody knows what Annie looks like.
That's what all I see is a curly redhead fro.
Fro. Exactly.
That's what the original Annie looked like. Do you remember? Now you remember. Now you remember.
I'm like, I don't. In my head, I was like, no, that's not what I was going for.
I hear that.
And I was just really like, wow, that one stung. I was like, okay.
Yeah, I wonder if these people are even thinking before the words come out of their mouth. I mean, I've been called Mike Wilbon.
So have
Actually,
Both
the two of you
I'm
right?
probably closer to Mike Wilbon than you are right now. Just give me about 3 more weeks as I continue to get.
So that's
my
not
tan.
a compliment.
Well, I mean,
It's not a compliment for a white man.
I'm like, are you
thank
white though? Are you?
This is no slight on Mike Wilbon.
Not at all.
But he probably has me by like 15 years
Yeah, I figured that's what it was.
And-
The age.
and maybe 25, 30 pounds. Like, I just like, so, I mean,
You could be his younger, thinner brother.
Yeah.
I would have taken that.
Yeah.
You look like Mike Wilbon's younger, thinner brother.
And then that would have been a compliment, right?
Nope.
Nope. Okay. Still? Nope. Okay. I don't know.
No.
But that's funny that you get that because I was told that as most recent as 2 months ago.
Well, we
Now
can
I've shed a little
But
bit of
you
weight.
really
but
don't like that. What is it? The same reason?
No, it's not that I don't like it. I just think it's the man is 30 pounds heavier for all the reasons that were listed.
Okay.
I'm pretty sensitive about the bags under my eyes. I'll be honest. I'll be vulnerable there. So, and I have shed some weight now, but when I was a little heavier, I could see some resemblance. And Lisa was like, no. And you pull it up. I was like, all right, I see some of that there. The goatee, when I had chubbier cheeks, when my bags were a little more
Same
noticeable.
complexion,
Yeah, I mean, you guys could be twins.
doppelgangers.
So, but I did say, I was like, look, if push comes to shove, my Halloween costume will be my quilt bond. Because you know how we get last minute with our costumes. And that I could just throw on a blazer or grab one of these mics and just take it to the party.
What about you, Jay? Anybody?
So, I had a former coworker. It's funny because when we decided on this topic, this is like the first thing that jumped into my head. So a former coworker and a group of us went out. This was years ago. It was for another coworker. It was a social thing. So we all get dressed up, go to a little club, whatever. And most of us brought +1. And so we all have a great time. The next day at work, she says to me, oh my God, my husband said you're so pretty for a black girl. And I was like, what the fuck? That's the thing was, right?
That was racist.
That was racist.
backhanded racism. That wasn't a backhanded
But the
compliment.
thing was that
microaggression.
she truly meant that as a compliment. Like the fact that she repeated it, I was like, wow, she thinks she's really like, you know what I'm saying? And I was just so like
Taken aback.
Yeah, and listen, right? Like I've heard a lot of things, but I was just like, wow. Like that was yeah. But my least favorite one is when someone tells me I look tired. I mean, like, don't tell me you're tired. I don't like that. I don't like that one.
Because it means, well, I take it like I look like crap, right? If you're telling me I look tired, I must look like crap.
Yes.
So yeah.
Well,
You can't tell a woman that.
No.
You shouldn't tell a guy that either.
Why? What happens?
Oh, we feel some kind of way. And I remember somebody who works like, oh man, did you have a long week? You look tired. And I wanted to be like, I look way better than you on my worst day. Is what I wanted to say. But I said, oh, no.
What about when they say, wow, you clean up nice?
Oh my gosh, right?
I couldn't wear that much makeup.
I've actually said that.
Is that a backhanded compliment? You clean up nice?
Let me know, because then I won't use it anymore.
I think it depends, right? Like, how does that person see you on average? Like, how do you look on average? I don't know. Is it someone you run into at the gym and then they happen to run into you somewhere else?
Because I'm always looking nice. I said it to someone else.
But that's what I'm saying. When you see them, normally, what do they look like? Because that's what they're. That's how that is
the
received.
person was
it's
in
like
some sloppy Uggs and pants look like pajama pants and the 3X hoodie when they probably
sounds like our teenage daughter.
Yeah. She cleans up nice too. And then when they actually want to look nice, they can. And I said it. And now I think about it, I'm like, wow, that was probably pretty mean.
It was. It was mean. I accept your apology.
What about the one that, I think you said this one earlier, Lisa? You said, hey, I mean, wow, I can't believe you got that job.
I didn't expect you to.
And then you got to throw in, and then, you got to throw in like the face to go, you got that job. Like, wow.
That's okay. That is not that the way you did it is not even a partial compliment. Like it can't. No one's gonna.
So it's got to be, hey, wow, you got the job.
Yeah.
Is that better?
Yeah.
Okay.
Tonality is everything there.
Okay.
And body language.
But that's still a backhanded compliment.
very much so.
Oh, you got the job.
Oh wow, you got the job. Congrats.
Good for you.
Great.
See, there was tone there. There was a question mark. See?
Yeah.
There was a question mark in there somewhere.
Good job.
Oh, okay. Good luck.
Well,
See how
Lisa-
long you keep it.
You made it to round 2 in the interview panel?
Wow.
Whoa.
I didn't know you could answer a question.
Wow. Who do you know?
These are just insults.
What do you know?
Oh,
That was just
that
an
would be-
insult. Sorry.
but who do you know?
Who do you
is gonna-
know?
Oh wow, you got the job. Who do
This
you know?
so-and-so
Who do you know?
right?
Do you know someone there?
Did you know somebody? Yeah.
Lisa was saying one was when you tell someone their home is like cozy or quaint.
Oh, yeah.
And I did that recently.
What's wrong with that?
See, I had the same reaction because I truly meant that. I meant it as a compliment. Like that was the feeling again. And it wasn't a small space.
What did so?
Well,
It was the vibe.
sometimes when, people come to your home, right? And then you go to their home and you know it's not as...
Oh,
And you're like, oh, it's so cozy. It's quaint. It looks comfortable.
yikes! Oh my God! Right now,
It looks lived in.
right now. You sound
homey.
You sounded like the mother-in-law from hell.
I was gonna say she sounds like the person who's trying to find a compliment for a baby that's not cute.
Oh, yeah.
You're looking for something. It's like it's the house
say,
equivalent. It's cozy.
Ooh,
It's nice.
Baby has beautiful hair.
The worst is when they pick out your home goods find and blow you up for it.
You know what? Though? I mean, they shouldn't blow you up for it. They should congratulate you
Word,
because this is
Yeah.
sometimes it's a challenge to find like really.
You have to
good-
be laser focused
Yeah.
Yeah.
when you're at Home Goods or Home Sense,
Yep.
and just
true.
spot those things.
That
So,
one thing that nobody else is going to have.
That's right. That's right.
But now that you say it, I think it needs like some context. So they had to come to your home and say, "Oh my God, your home is so beautiful. It's so big," and then you go to their home, it's like, "This is cozy. This is nice. I'm not far from the sink."
That's a plus. Bathroom's right there. That's
This
awesome.
this is what we call the efficiency. What do they call in the hotels?
The efficiency suite.
The efficiency suite,
you,
where
can,
everything is right there.
you could lay down and
This is
wash your
like- this
hands
is
at
like
the same time.
efficiencies. It's like the efficiency suite when we travel.
It's like a
Oh.
cruise ship room.
Yeah. It's fun. That's fun.
Yeah. Remember, honey, when we went on that cruise one time? This room is just like that.
Well,
That's horrible.
I caught the one that said, someone did say this to me when we said, "Oh, we're gonna," without context of some of our other vacations. "Oh, we're gonna spend a few days at the shore," and they're like, "Oh, that's cute." It's like, hey, I get on a plane and go too. Like I've been places. Just because I'm driving 2 hours to the shore for a few days doesn't mean I haven't been places. Okay.
I'm gonna have to say that to someone at work because everyone's going to the
cute.
shore. To say, oh, that's
I don't
cute.
see
Cute.
I don't see anything wrong
You
with
should have
going
said,
to
I'm
the
going
shore.
to my shore
Me
house.
either.
My shore house.
No,
But that would be a
well,
lie.
that's-
'Cause
Yeah, I know, right?
I'm going to my Airbnb that's 2.5 blocks from the beach.
That's cute.
That's
I've
cute.
never
That's
heard
cute.
that
That's
as
cute.
a response.
That's cute. Do you have one of those carts that help you drag it on the sand?
Yeah, to take all your chairs and
Did you
stuff.
find your Tommy Bahama chair in the garage?
Did you?
a kid.
So you got all of that from that one comment, huh?
Oh, like all of
You
it,
were like,
all of it. I was like, I like was the incredible shrinking man while it just kept unfolding. It was like, how like in your mind you just, hey, I go away too. With the high voice, well, like Kevin Hart kind
I'm
of shrinking.
surprised you weren't like, well, I mean, we just got back from Europe.
Yeah.
So
It's like, hey,
Hey.
Because I'm actually
Got a fourth vacation.
some sense of humility where I'm not gonna, try to justify or anything. So I'm not like, hey, well, we did just get back from 2 weeks in the
Right.
Mediterranean.
yeah, right?
Because I did say one time out loud in front of people, and Lisa shut me down really quickly. And I was like, well, because I have tried food in Japan and this, that, and the other. And she was like, she pulled me aside. She was like, you don't need to tell everybody that
Yeah.
you've eaten around the world. Okay. I was like, yes, dear, you're right. That was very,
Yes, dear.
that was,
Okay.
that was not humble James at that point.
Well, at least she checked you on it.
I know, right?
Yeah.
She could have let you just stand there. And
But
keep
there are
going.
other times you got to let people know. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
There's other times we have to give them a backhanded compliment back.
Yes.
That's right. Right back at you.
You're not that big.
Yikes.
Well, that's just mean. I mean,
Right.
That hurts. Jeez, that hurts.
Oh my God.
Yikes.
Or the oh my God, you lost so much weight. How much did you lose?
Yep.
You look so good.
No. You look like you lost a whole person.
Oh yeah, that's the one.
I'm like,
A whole person?
a whole
person.
person.
Like a whole person, not like a little person.
No, like a whole
Have you never
person.
said that to anyone, honey?
I've
Think,
never said
think.
that
I don't know.
ever.
You're looking. You're
Well, it's
sitting
been
right
said to
across.
me.
You're sitting right across from her. There's a hint.
Not me.
Trying to get me
He's
canceled.
like,
You're not
did
gonna get
I?
me canceled.
Oh, that was a head snap. There it goes. That was funny.
And
And
I never said that ever.
To you.
right.
So
Yeah.
that's how that goes. So
About when are you due?
Oh my God.
yes, I texted you that last night. Remember when we were like brainstorming? It's like, so how far along are you?
Yeah.
It's like, whoops.
If people don't know by now to not say that,
Yes. I don't know if it's necessarily a compliment as it is like, I guess it could be a backhanded compliment. It's like, oh, you look
That's
great,
not
preggers.
Yeah.
No, you just called someone who's not pregnant.
potentially not pregnant, like you have to be sure they're pregnant before you can
I don't.
say anything.
Yep.
I think. Otherwise, you're in that.
Nope.
You're in that no man's land. Don't go there.
Somebody needs to say, "I'm having a baby," before
Right.
I compliment.
Right.
I'm not touching that one.
Not going near that one.
I'm not touching that.
What about, wow, you're so brave wearing that. How does that
Oh,
make you
no, no,
feel?
no, no.
As I laid that out there, what's going through your head right now?
You're really pulling that off.
I've
You
gotten
pull
that
that off
one.
really well.
Yeah.
Yep.
I've gotten that.
Like, what are you trying to say? I
For
can't
a
match
fat person.
colors.
Like, what are you saying? Like, right? Like,
Is that what you're saying?
It's them saying. I mean, I would never wear that, but good for you.
Yeah.
You look
And you're like,
great
"What's
in it.
wrong
Really
with this?"
pulling it off. Yeah.
good for you. Good. That's
Yeah.
another like.
That's another
Right.
Good for you.
Good for you.
To me, that's like, yeah, all right, big guy.
Your favorite. Your favorite.
Gonna say
Big guy.
There's a backhanded. Oh my
Yeah,
gosh.
Big Jim.
Yeah,
Big guy.
You remember American Pie? And he was like, "Don't call me Steven." It's like, "Don't call me big guy."
big guy.
Big guy.
All right, there, big guy.
Hey, big guy. Hey,
Hey,
big
big
guy.
guy.
Hey, big guy. It's like, oh, that really gets me going.
He really burns
Fired
you.
up. Really burns me to the core. But what about? I love how you don't care what anybody thinks.
Yikes. I love.
I love how you don't. I love how you don't care what anybody thinks about you.
Or how about, oh, you're so lucky you don't have any responsibilities.
Oh, as like, because like stay at home mom kind of thing, or
yeah.
or like,
Yep.
yeah, that kind of. Is that sting for you?
It does. Yeah.
Yeah,
Because I'm like, you don't know what I do.
yeah.
Yes, I do watch TV. But I do other things too.
I do other things.
So
You show off
there.
your nunchuck skills.
Word. Yep. I got all the skills. I got laundry skills.
That's right.
I got dishwashing skills.
All the skills.
I got cooking skills. I got vacuuming skills.
Mopping.
Mopping skills. Dusting skills.
It's a lot of skills.
All of them.
Well, you're busier than you look.
Yep.
Like that? Boom.
Yo,
I just make it look easy.
that was,
Luckily, this is in the context of this episode because she would wipe the floor with me.
Oh, yeah.
After the episode,
I believe
if
it,
that
yeah.
wasn't the case.
I
you're
believe it.
busier than you look. Can you imagine if your boss came to you at work and said that?
Oh my God.
Oh, I guess you're busier than you look.
See, in that case, you'd be like, "I work smart and not hard."
Yeah.
You know, there's an answer for that. Lisa doesn't have an answer for that one.
No. I'll have one for you later.
Yes, she has one for me later. Her answer is a pink slip. You're fired.
That's right. You're
Fired.
There's another one that says, "What was it? You know, you're more interesting than I thought."
Oh man, that's horrible.
Right?
That is horrible.
Right? But people have like no, like no lens, no filter
Or you look better
for
in
some of these
pictures.
things. Look better in pictures.
You look better in person.
That was you look better in person.
It is? Like, is it really true that 10 pounds, the TV adds 10 pounds to you? Or video? I don't know. I just put that one together.
Look obese right now.
This is really good, by the way.
It's a sidecar.
I know, it's good.
Well, can you explain sidecar for anyone under 30, please?
Oh my goodness. Did you tell him the story about when you ordered this at Cheesecake Factory?
Pseudo told him the story.
Oh.
But
That was funny.
But he knows. So a sidecar is one of the oldest cocktails created. I don't know. I don't even know the date. I don't remember the date. It's funny because we just looked it up, but I don't, because I'm over 40, and in order to remember
like a
one thing, I have to
Prohibition
forget
time
something
period
else.
thing?
But yes, it was during
Like
Prohibition.
Yeah.
And it's one of the oldest cocktails created. I'm sure people are going to put in the comments, you don't know what you're talking about, but
This is what Google told us.
and it's three simple ingredients. It's just cognac, and I used Hennessy, and an orange liqueur. I used Cointreau, and I did a splash of lemon juice. And it's as simple as that. We went to Cheesecake Factory, and I asked the waitress, "Can I get a sidecar?" And she said, "A side of what?"
Side
It was so funny. I was like, huh. But then I was like, okay, she looks a little young, right? And we happen to be sitting like in the bar area, right? So the actual bar is like right behind us. So she says, oh, well, maybe the bartender will know. So she is close enough. She kind of yells it. And he responded with the same question. He said, a side of what?
At that point, I felt like I was being gaslighted. I was like, what? A side of what? If they both said it, it must be me.
Yeah.
So, but then I gave him the ingredients, and he made it, and it was delicious.
It was delicious. He did a great job.
Usually they just look it up. They just pull up
Yeah,
their phone and they look it up. They find the ingredients. They attempt to make it.
He
Most
said,
of the time,
he asked me, he says, do I have the ingredients here? And I was like, do you have
Yeah.
cognac? And then I was like,
He said, I can make it for you. It's like, I've never heard of it, but I can make it. But he did a good job.
And it was delicious.
But it was just funny. Their reactions, I was like, I did not expect that to be the response.
But we're not drinking it the appropriate way. It's supposed to be neat. It's a martini, actually.
Yeah.
So it's supposed to be
good. It's
neat
good
in a
like this.
martini glass.
All right. Well, that was a good sidebar for the sidecar. See how I did that?
Sometimes you make great jokes. I was trying to deliver.
Sometimes you do too.
I was very bad at it.
Well, I'd like to hear actually from our audience. So if you're feeling courageous and want to drop comments, you can DM us on any of our platforms. You can just drop a comment under any of the episodes. Love to hear what your worst backhanded compliment was.
Or maybe one that they've given.
Or one that you've given.
Maybe this episode, they'll be like, oh, I've said that.
Or one that you heard today that you want to give. We're not encouraging any of it, by the way. We're not encouraging.
Wow, you
any
can
backhanded
really hold your
compliments.
liquor.
You ate all of that? Wow.
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 Oh,
Where'd you put it all? Because you don't look like it. You know.
that must have been tasty.
You ate the whole thing.
Yeah. Where do you put it? It's in my back pocket. Where do you mean why I put it?
In my mouth, right?
Where do you put it is not backhanded. Where do you put it? It's like you ate all that and you still look good.
Yeah.
It could be like,
know.
I see where it's going.
Yeah.
It's kind of like you clean up well. I don't know. We could debate that one. But yeah, we'd love to hear from folks what your craziest backhanded compliment is.
But what is something that would start an argument? Like with one of your friends, like if they say something dumb, like that backhanded compliment, right? Like it's me being called Annie could have went left, right? So was it warranted?
Did
to let
that
it
cause
go?
an argument?
No, it didn't.
Oh.
But it could have, because I
Yeah.
could have, went there. It's like, at what point do you like, okay, no, that
point
was
do you
just
respond?
me. Like that was
it's
just
hard
me.
to say. It's hard to say because when a backhanded compliment happens, it's not really expected, right? And it catches you out of the blue. It's like you got blindsided by a left hook. And sometimes you just eat it. I feel like a lot of times you just eat it. And
But
like,
what if the
like I
person
said,
is consistently doing those things?
Ooh.
Oh, then you've been practicing. You've been Rocky in
Yeah.
the mirror with comments to return. But when a backhanded compliment pushes you over the limit, I don't know. Actually, I had a back and forth with someone, one of our friends, and it went from a joke to some backhanded comments to a point where I probably was ready to say things that were hurtful.
Yeah.
But I pulled myself back. So I
For the
think
sake of the friendship?
for the sake of the friendship, because you don't want to really damage friendship over something like that. I think in those situations you probably should be saying, "Listen, what you said hurt me, and I didn't like it."
Is that where you go, are you open to some feedback?
And then we actually, and that's the nice way to do it. I think you approach that conflict head on.
As opposed to my type, which is silent quitting.
Yes, silent quit. Yes,
I'm very non-confrontational, you know that. So I'm more of a silent quitter. So I will just start to step back and step back and step back to the point where I exit stage left very quietly. Irish goodbye it. Which isn't, look, you have to pick your battles and see what's worth fighting for, what's worth arguing over. And sometimes for me, it's not worth the argument. So I just, because I understand where the intention is, and I just start to scale it back, because at our age, it's hard to teach an old dog new tricks.
Oh, and I was about to say that. And at our age, it's like, who has time for the BS? Like, if that's how you really feel about me, then maybe I need to think long and hard about this relationship. And it's funny because at younger ages, you don't really consider that. You don't really consider at a level where, you know what, this person is, toxic. And the
Not for me.
backhanded comments that continue to flow in are, I just don't want to be in that situation anymore. When you get older, you're more ready to exit stage left. You know?
Yep. And that, my friends, is a great segue to wrapping up this fun episode. Backhanded compliments. We don't support you saying any, but
We love to hear them.
we want to hear what you got to
I
say.
want to hear all of them.
So again, send us some feedback, send it all in. And again, go check us out. Apple Podcasts, Spotify, all the places, iHeartRadio, YouTube. If you don't like the whole thing, watch some shorts, watch some clips, knock yourself out, have fun. But join us. Come hang out with us. Come have a cocktail or some coffee. And we'll see you guys all on the next episode of the Friends After 40 podcast.